What you say I am to is very powerful, and a lot of people don't know that. And when I really learned this, I started shifting my language on this because you will maybe at the beginning of my videos you would have heard me say I'm Kathy Owen, I'm a life coach, I'm a certified fitness trainer. Yeah, those things all define you. Whatever you say I am to. I am sick. Guess what? You're going to be sick. Your subconscious mind takes everything literally. So you've got to find a way to quit saying I am to everything. Hey, Kathy Owen here, and welcome to my YouTube channel where we talk about transforming your life in magic fashion. My name is Kathy Owen, certified fitness trainer and life coach since 2002. As a survivor of complex post-traumatic stress disorder and narcissistic abuse, today I teach others how to stop the mind screw. Stop the mind screw is all about identifying limiting beliefs. We all have them and they disempower us. So today we're going to talk about words that we use that disempower us and how to use better words to empower ourselves. I'm always talking about, we always talk to ourselves more than we talk to anybody else. And this is very true. Just picture this. You have conversations with other people in your mind. Are they empowering or disempowering? And part of Stop the Mind Screw process is becoming aware of how we're talking to ourselves. So today we're going to talk about words that are disempowering, and let's find words that are more empowering. As a personal trainer, I encounter clients all the time. And while I'm working out with them, I'm like, okay, we're going to do this exercise. And I show them and they go, oh my God, Kathy, I can't do that. What? And one time I was training at the Y, and this retired Marine was working out next to me and my client, and they were buddies and everything. And so we always talked. And he comes up to me and puts his arm around me and goes, you know, Kathy, can't never did anything, and it's still in the dictionary. And oh my God, I use that all the time. But can't, I know what my client can do. I'm not, and I tell them that when they say that. I say, don't say that word. I know what you can do. I'm asking you to do it. And don't tell me you can't. And a lot of times they'll catch themselves and they'll be like, I will try to do that. And it's so cute because they're getting it. You know, it's just funny because they know I'm going to get on them if they say can't. But the true word that they mean is won't. I won't do that. So when you're telling yourself you can't do something, really and truly, it means you won't. You just won't do it. Don't say can't. That's a disempowering word. But when you say I won't, if somebody told me when I'm training them, if they were to tell me I won't do that, I'd get mad at them. And I could just hear some of my clients now when we're training, they're going to be going, I won't do that, Kathy. That's the new word they're going to say. And I'm going to say, too bad. I know you can, so you will. The word can't sets yourself up for failure. Okay. It's just the way the word is. Okay. You're setting yourself up for failure. It implies a low self-image, and it also increases stress levels. And it blocks creativity, and it reduces your ability to respond. So remember those things about the word can't. Now here's won't. Won't exerts confidence. And it signifies that you're in control. So if my client comes back to me and says, I won't do that, I'm like, oh shit, I just got hit with my own stuff. However, I'm going to turn the tables back on them and say, you will do it because I know you will. And I'm just talking about an exercise here. I'm not talking about changing their behavior. That's not what I mean. I'm talking about doing a bench press at a certain weight. Okay. Won't also gives you preferences and choices. So if you say, I won't do that, it gives you the choice to say, hey, I'm just not going to do that, instead of I can't. Should is a dirty, dirty word. Quit shooting on yourself and quit shooting on others. And there's so much truth to that. Why? Because should insinuates something that belittles the person. When you tell your child you should be washing the dishes instead of watching TV, how do you think that makes them feel? It belittles them and doesn't encourage. I'll never forget, my therapist taught me that, because she's like, how does it feel when somebody says you should be doing the dishes? Let's switch that word to could. And then you sound more encouraging. You could be doing the dishes instead of watching TV. That's a lot more encouraging. And that gives the person a choice instead of saying, you should be doing this. That sounds like, a little kid being shamed upon. Should is a dirty word. Change it to could. Why? Because the word could reinforces freedom. It reinforces their freedom. Wow, that's powerful. That is powerful. Instead of telling somebody you should get the vaccine, how about you could get the vaccine? That just sounds a lot more empowering. And also, when you say should, you're implying somebody doesn't have power over themselves. And that includes you. That's why I say quit shitting on yourself and quit shitting on others. Never and always. Whoa. Those two words are very catastrophe sounding. Never. Always. When you say never and always, you're trying to prove a point. You're also saying that you want to win and you're going to win at all costs. I'm never going to change, she says in a fight. That implies that she's going to win. Absolutely. She'll win. But what does she win? You're never going to change? You're never going to change your mindset? How about this instead? Instead of never and always, how about sometimes? Sometimes I'm going to change. Sometimes I'm going to give in to that spark that's coming along that's affecting my boundary, and I'm going to give in to that. That's in my last video, by the way. So sometimes it's a little bit more agreeable instead of I'm never going to give in. How about sometimes I'll give in if you can change my mindset on it? That sounds a lot better. And it's also a lot more empowering. The number 5 combo words we're going to talk about is but. Whenever you say in a sentence but, you're insinuating something not good, because everything that is said before the word but is negated. For example, yeah, you're very pretty, but what? Whatever's coming next is going to negate what you just said. So when you say things, don't use the word but, because you're negating whatever you said first, and you're already telling everybody I'm right because you're saying the word but. Even when you talk to yourself. Yeah, Kathy may be right, but there's your loss of power right there. You're not going to change your mindset? That's what I thought. Because the word but closes the thought processes, and it also stops negotiation. It also closes the conversation. When somebody says, yeah, you're pretty, but I don't like those shoes you're wearing, all the person's going to focus on is the negative. What? Don't like the shoes? That's just human nature. Human nature. Even when you're talking to yourself, yeah, Kathy may be right, but I don't know. You just close the conversation and just stop the thought process from even going into an alternative fashion. Instead of saying the word but, say and. The word and enables you to stay focused on your intentions. So your intention is where you're being guided instead of excluding what's coming after the word but or and, or what's coming before the word but or and. You're including it. You're including it and you're giving it some thought and you're changing your thought processes and you remain open and less defensive. Listen to yourself when you're saying these words and what? It will transform your life in magic fashion. And the final two words we're going to talk about is the word try. And what's a better word for try? I will try to be there. I will try to be on time. I will try to do the exercise. Kathy. Okay. I do hear that when I hear the word can't. I will try to do it. A better word is commit. You sound more confident when you commit. At least, I ask that they just commit to try. I mean, obviously they're saying I'm going to try. So they're actually committing to doing it. When you say I'll try to be on time, no, you commit to be on time. And there's ways you can, when you tell your brain that, it listens. Your subconscious mind listens. You hear me say that all the time. And that's what all these words are about, is convincing your subconscious mind to follow and use these words in your affirmations instead of the other words. There are 4 things I want to ask you to do today. It requires constant awareness to be aware of how you're talking to yourself and using these words. Just be present in the present moment. Practice and shift your mindset. When you shift your mindset on these words, you will catch it more often and focus on the benefits. The benefits of talking to yourself in this way are tremendous. You stop mind screwing yourself. And remember this, it helps reframe reality so that any situation can become more tolerable and enjoyable. Any situation can become more tolerable and more enjoyable. If 2020 taught us anything, it's that. Is what it is, and talk to yourself better. Instead of saying should, it could have been better. Absolutely. But it makes it more tolerable. Why do you want to should on yourself? And I leave you with this. Challenge yourself to speak with power and bring out the best in yourself and others. That's all. That's all these words will do. They will challenge you to bring out the best in yourself and others. Honestly, challenge yourself to speak with power, to use the more powerful words, and transform your life and others by talking with more power to yourself and others. All right, that's my video for today. I hope you liked it. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you did. Hit the subscribe button so you never miss a video with me. And until next time, I'll see you next time. Peace out and namaste. Have you taken the quiz yet? The quiz at kathyowen.com/quiz. It's all about Stop the Mind Screw, and it will teach you where you are in the Stop the Mind Screw process. It will also give you actionable steps that you can take today to stop mind screwing yourself out of success, happiness, health, wellness, and more. Until next time, I'll see you next time.